When we were kids, my dad lived in this super exclusive gated community called prison. And I really don't want him to be like just a total brat, but my dad went to private prison. Yeah, he did. My dad went to private. So, where'd your dad go? Merrill Lynch? Cool. Like, I had met this girl and she's like, I'm from Joliet, Illinois. And immediately I was like, Joliet, Illinois? Joliet State Prison. My dad went there. My dad went, like it's the University of Michigan. Like, yeah, my dad, like class of 86.
It's like, this is 100% true. So when my daughter was about 4.5, my wife was out of town and we were having breakfast. And there was a little lull in the conversation, and I'm over, cleaning up some dishes and stuff. And then after about a minute, she says to me, and apropos of nothing, we had not been talking about anything like this at all. So she just comes out with this. She goes, Daddy, I'm sad you're going to die soon. And, my immediate reaction was like, oh my God. She's a witch. And I went over and I sat down next to her, and I very quickly bound her hands and legs, threw in her sack, drove to a river, and dumped her off the bridge.
Second kid loves trucks. Very into the trucks. He's a veritable truck nut, you might call him. Really into trucks. And he doesn't have the language to explain to us how much he is into trucks. So he does something, I can only describe it as worshipful. The term adulation comes to mind. He'll see a truck and he'll go, ah! Ah! And if the truck moves, he'll move with it. Ah! Oh, you are my new God! I worship thee, truck! So we're like, Jesus, this kid loves trucks. Let's get him trucks. We got him all sorts of little toy trucks, and he'll sit and he'll play with them for hours, on the carpet. It's just a little boy playing with his trucks, and it's beautiful. It's a Norman Rockwell painting. But it's also so heteronormative. Yeah, and it's 2023, and you're talking to a pretty woke-ass dad. And yeah, he might be into trucks now, but what if 6 months from now, he wants to have tea parties or dress up as a princess? Meanwhile, Dad's been shoving trucks down his throat since day one, like the patriarchy would, goddamn. I was like, I gotta diversify this kid's toy portfolio. I'm gonna get him a doll baby. He can play with the doll baby. He can play with the trucks. He'll learn that Dada loves him regardless. So I'm at Target looking for a doll baby for my truck-loving son. And I think when I thought about this transaction, which I didn't, not even once, but I imagine, if I pictured myself picturing it, I imagine myself just buying a white doll baby, because that's how much of a problem I am. And I'm walking through that aisle at Target. It's the United Colors of Benetton. They got black doll babies. They got Asian doll babies, Hispanic doll babies, Native American doll babies. And I just start going down the rabbit hole. I'm like, oh, of course you just think they only have white doll babies, you straight white piece of shit. You're the problem with this country. I'm just like this Ouroboros of liberal guilt spinning out in the Target aisle. I'm just like, what kind of doll would Rachel Maddow buy? I don't want to do the wrong thing. I just want to be a good dad. So I decided I would get him a black girl doll baby. That's a voice that's very underrepresented in our society, I feel. It's certainly a voice that's underrepresented in my all-white household. So I got him a black girl doll baby. Her name's Gabby, and he loves her. Yeah, he loves her. And he reacts to her as if she were a truck. Oh, yeah. He sees her across the room. He's like, Gabby! And just goon walks over to her, starts hugging her, rocking with her. And then he just starts petting her hair. As hard as he can, he just starts petting her hair. Which, if you've ever met a black woman in your entire life, you know the one thing you should never do under any circumstances is touch her hair, especially as a white man. That is rule number one, non-starter. Do not touch a black woman's hair. And I'm worried that in my sincere desire to be an enlightened parent, I've reverse engineered the most socially tone-deaf white man of all time. Of all time. Like 20 years from now, my son's gonna be driving down the street, see a black woman with beautiful hair, and be like, oh my God, and just like Tokyo drift his F-350 across the intersection. Just run up to her, it's like, your hair, I gotta touch it. she'll be like, what the is wrong with you? And he's like, no, it's cool, we're good. I had a doll baby growing up, so we're good. We're okay. She'll be like, we're not good at all. It's condescending, it's possessive. My hair is not yours to touch. You need to back the up. My son will be like, I'm hearing you. And I want you to know that you are in fact heard. But do you think we can table this for just like 5 minutes? I just saw the coolest cement mixer.
Been reading a lot of children's books. I don't know the last time you've read the Curious George books. Very disturbing. Let me remind you, right? So there's a man in a yellow hat, right? And he steals this monkey from Africa. Where in Africa? Oh, just Africa. You know, Africa City, Africa, all right? And steals this monkey, brings it back to America. To put in a zoo or a sanctuary? No, to live with in his apartment. Where the monkey goes on a bunch of adventures / attempts to escape his captor. And this man has the audacity to call this monkey curious. Yes, I would have some questions as well. Who are you? Where am I? Why do I understand English for no reason? And you knew something was wrong with this guy because his name was the man in the yellow hat. That is not a real name. That is the description of a suspect. Police interviewing Curious George's mother. Can you describe the man that kidnapped your son? All I remember was that he was a man wearing a yellow hat. Well, you didn't specify his race, so we know he's white. And a yellow hat. Well, no way he's gonna wear the exact same thing for every book of this series. But the thing is, it wasn't just a yellow hat, man. It was yellow pants, yellow shirt, yellow tie, pointy yellow hat. You see what I'm saying? This sick was dressed like a banana. He was kidnapping monkeys while dressed like a banana. He was the John Wayne Gacy of monkey trafficking. Number 1 threat to monkeys, man in the yellow hat. Number 2 threat, of course, monkeys jumping on the bed. His one fell down and he broke his head. And apparently none of the other monkeys learned that lesson. And they kept jumping on the bed, and the corpses of monkeys went all the way to the ceiling, and it was absolutely horrific. Man, I need more adult friends, man. Shit.
My dad will say something meaningful once every 3 to 5 years. That's when he's like, you know what? We'll chime in. That's about it. I remember one time, I stay over there when I'm back in town most of the times, and I woke up in the morning and I was making a cup of coffee for myself, and I put cream and sugar in that coffee because that's how I thought I liked coffee. My dad just appeared next to me, just fully dressed, tucked in. Like, what are you doing? You own this house and you don't work. Calm down. He's just looking at what I had done to the coffee, and he's just looking at it for a while, and then just after a minute, he finally just looks at me, gestures to the coffee, and just says, "Why don't you put a dress on it?" I've drank black coffee since that day. Do I like it? Not at all. No, but daddy's love. Oh, that's not an ulcer. That's just Pat Kinane letting me know he thinks about me. We don't say I love you. We just bleed out into each other's stomachs. That's how you know. That's how you know. In spite of him saying that, he's not like a macho guy. I appreciate that. He's not like a macho dude. They're just both, they're Midwest. They're stuck in their ways. You know how it is. You got parents, older relatives, like, this is how we do it. Yeah, but it's better this way. Oh, change is the devil. So we got to do it this way. Like my dad will still have a steak with a glass of milk. Yeah. Are you trying to put it back together inside of you? What's... Some sort of culinary ship in a bottle you're trying to build down there? Hey, I got an idea. Let's get your old racing leathers on. You can cosplay the whole thing. How about that? One of the times I was back home, and I was going out to eat with some friends. We were going out to a vegetarian restaurant. I'm vegetarian. Technically, I'm pescatarian. But, well, you don't have to say that unless you want to get rid of all your friends. It's really such an efficient way to cull the herd. We're all thinking about going out to eat. What does everybody want? Well, just remember, I'm a pescatarian. Shut the up, Kyle. Nobody asked or cares. We just figured you'd stay home and lick the yard for whatever nutrients you need. Why don't you go dunk your hand in a fish tank and suck on that for the rest of the night? We were going out to this vegetarian restaurant, and I invited my dad to go. And he's not like macho about stuff. He'll go to things, and he was actually excited. He's like, "Oh, that's great. Yeah, I've never had vegetarian food." I'm like, "Yeah, you have." Been right next to that steak the whole time. I took him to this vegetarian restaurant, and he ordered a veggie burger. Safe bet for somebody that's unfamiliar with it, because I could tell he's like, maybe it's meat. It won't be, but you know. It's a familiar term you went with, I understand. And so I ordered a veggie burger. I got to watch my father eat a veggie burger for the very first time. And maybe I don't have kids, so maybe this is what people talk about when you have kids. You get to watch them experience something new, and it rekindles like, oh, that's what like a new thing is like, and it's like exciting and endearing to watch. That's what I got watching my dad eat a veggie burger for the first time, and it was great to see him eat it because he did not like it, and that made it so much more entertaining to watch. Because I knew he was going to finish it. Midwest, you finish your food. It's rude if you don't. I don't care if you don't like it. You clean plate. You clean your plate. So I watched that man just reluctantly fight through a veggie burger. Now, he wasn't going to speak up about it. He just fought. It was weird, too, because he wouldn't use his teeth. I don't know why. He has teeth. They weren't, like, just on the table. But he wouldn't I could tell in his head, like, teeth for flesh. This ain't flesh. So he was only using his lips and his tongue, which was a very odd choice. How you doing there, buddy? It's just a lot mushier than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, the videos aren't going to get you ready. What is that, a bean? If you're doing it right, yeah, if you're doing it right.
My eldest, Malcolm, he's going through a big animal phase. He loves animals, very into them, and he'll sit there reading books about animals, and he knows all the sounds they make. I'm pretty sure he's a genius. Except the other day, we're going through a book of animals, and we get to the giraffes, and my son goes, "Hey, Dad, what's the giraffe say?" And I realize I have no idea what a giraffe says. And I looked at my wife, I was like, do you know what a giraffe says? And she's like, I got nothing. And that's when we realized no one knows what a giraffe says. They don't teach us what giraffes say. And then we hit upon the fact that this is our opportunity to teach our sons whatever the we want for when it comes to what a giraffe says. And I don't want to give you guys the wrong impression of me as a parent. I'm going to arm my children with the accurate information they need to successfully navigate society. But what kind of comic would I be if I didn't throw my son one curveball and just see how many years I could keep him swinging at it? So this isn't even a joke at all. This is a straight up truth. My wife and I have been teaching our sons that giraffes say, Hort! Yeah, H-O-R-T, Hort! And we're telling them they scream it because it hurts them so bad. But that's just one of nature's very cruel, strange truths that giraffes excruciatingly scream, Hort! And he 100% believes it. Anytime a giraffe comes up anywhere, he's like, giraffes. They go, Hort! We're like, yes, they do, little buddy. You go tell all your friends. We go to the zoo, he's sharp. He knows when the giraffe exhibit is coming. We haven't even rounded the pachyderm house. He's horting the whole way out of excitement. School groups are looking at him weird. It's hilarious. I gotta tell you guys, I am living for the day. I'm straight up living for the day when the bubble bursts. When they teach giraffes in school. I don't remember when that was. What were we, 5, 6? Malcolm goes into class and the teacher's like, all right, guys, you probably already know all about these animals, but we're gonna deep dive a little bit today. Behold, the giraffe. And Malcolm's in the back like, hey, I got this one, everybody. Hort! And all the other kids are like, what in the actual is happening right now? And the teacher's like, okay, Malcolm, well, you've clearly tested into the wrong class. Let's get you into these back hallways with the would-be NFL players. Have a nice life. And the fragile house of cards that was his 5-year-old world crumbles beneath the lie that was Hort. And he comes home from school that night, he's in tears, sobbing. He's like, nobody said that giraffes say Hort. They said you guys just made that up. What the f? And we're like, first of all, pretty glad we taught you to swear so young. You're nailing it, no notes. Second of all, in our defense, I do believe there will be a day when you see how funny this is. It's not today, 100% not today. I think we can all agree upon that fact, not today. But perhaps on your college admissions essay, this was the hurdle that you had to surmount. I don't know. There was a pandemic and we were drinking every night and we were so bored. And he's like, would you lie about anything else? We're like, no, buddy. Definitely not, dude. We shot you straight the rest of the time. Promise. All right, listen. I'm not entirely convinced kangaroos say boing boing. Feels kind of like a lazy myth perpetrated by Fisher Price, and honestly, probably racist in a way I don't understand.
I also have a 14-year-old daughter, and I gave her a chore list with 3 words on it, and she goes, where's your chore list? You ever had a kid say something to you that then they're serious, but then you almost ruin it because you laugh? That's when I was like, oh, God, what? And I just go, what did you say? And she goes, where's your chore? She slowed it down, like I actually didn't hear her, you know? So I said, you know everything that happens in this house to make this home operate? Subtract the 3 things I asked you to do, and that is my chore list. Remember when you woke up in a bed, warm and not hungry? Check, check, check. I did that. So my chore list also has 3 words on it, and it says, keep her alive. And it expires in 4 years, so focus. She's 14 now. When she was 12, I started listening to podcasts about periods. And I know that seems creepy. I'm positive I'm on a list somewhere. But I never wanted to be the dad that had to send her to her mom to ask her all those questions. I don't want, that's a question for your mom. You know where to find me if you want to play catch. I mean, it's like ridiculous, right?
Yeah, Kyler was usually easier to kind of get along with. The only thing that was frustrating when he was a little kid is he was a huge know-it-all when he was like a toddler. And toddlers are the worst kind of know-it-alls because they know absolutely nothing. But he would still try to argue. He would try to argue just nonsense, just constantly. I'd be reading him a bedtime story, and I'm like, when the jaguar walked through the forest, that's a tiger. One of us can read. As I was saying, the jaguar walked, it's a tiger. Okay, let's play a game. Raise your hand if you graduated high school. Raise your hand if you can eat a pancake and not have syrup in your hair 10 hours later. Jaguar, you little jerk. He was real talkative, too, when he was young. That could get kind of old, Like, really chatty all the time. Like when you have your first kid, you find out how much you can love another human being. And then they start talking. And you find out how much you can love and be irritated by the same human being. He just never stopped talking. And it was just nonsense, just gibberish, weird questions. The course of any given day, I would have a thought of like, I could not love him any more than I do. And then maybe 2 minutes later, I would think, if he doesn't shut up, I'm gonna leave him at the next gas station. Driving around a talkative, 2 or 3-year-old is like having an insane parrot superglued to your shoulder. Bach, why is there air, Bach? I eat dirt, Bach. I leave carrots in the couch, Bach. I'm little, I'm big, Bach. What are you talking about, parrot? You don't make no sense. Bach, why are you crying, Bach? Why are you writing a note? What does goodbye mean? Killing my soul, parrot. Now that my son's getting older, he's kind of getting into things that I like, which is cool. Like I was really into comic books for a while as a kid. And Cayton's into those now too. And he has the same taste. He's a Superman guy. He's not a Spider-Man guy, which I appreciate. I have a hard time respecting people who care about Spider-Man. He's the one of the dumbest superheroes ever created. He has dumb powers. It's like, you're a superhero. What can you do? I got a web. Pew, pew. All right. Can you fly or anything? More of a swinger. I can swing from my web. Pew, pew, pew. They always show him dominating an urban environment because that's the only place he could. I'd like to see Spider-Man save somebody in the Midwest out in some cornfield. Good luck swinging from an ear of corn. They said Spider-Man 3 in Lincoln, Nebraska. That's gonna be a slow movie. It's gonna be 2 hours of Spider-Man constantly swinging around the only tall building in town. Just come closer so I can help! Just roll credits. My kids are starting to like horror movies, but I have to be careful which ones I let them watch. Because horror movies to little kids are like kind of a movie, but kind of a documentary. Like that stuff is still very, very real to them. My kids both still, kind of believe in monsters, to the point that they have to have the light left on in the hallway at night, because they're afraid that a monster could find them, get in their room, and do some damage. It's crazy that they believe that, And also, like, how dumb is that? They think a light would stop a monster. I thought the same thing as a kid, but it makes no sense. It's like, let me get this straight. You believe in an evil paranormal entity. They can travel in between dimensions, stalk you to your room, but you also believe that 60 watts is gonna shut down their entire operation. Like they're gonna make it all the way there and be like, well, I guess we just go back now. No, he's got a light on. We can't get him. I don't have the heart to tell him that if a monster gets in our house, it's gonna tear our family apart. Like, dude, it's a monster. If anything, it's gonna find them first because they're lit up and easy to spot. Their stepmom Lindsay and I will hear their screams and sneak out under the cover of darkness. Maybe start a new family.
I have 2 kids, and I also have 50% custody of the kids. And, well, if you know anything about that, you know that's a lot of custody. I've actually sat down and worked it out. That's half of my time. And that's real time. That you don't get back, it's real. Again, I love my kids very much, but it's time to go to your mom's house. I have a 12-year-old daughter, and she will not shut the up, man. Oh my God. Again, I like her a lot. She's probably in my top 5. I just don't know how to tell her any other way. I don't give a flying about Ariana Grande.
But my dad decided that when I was 5 years old, he just decreed like a drunk king, the boy is old enough to fly on the aeroplane by himself. And so I started flying by myself at age 5. And in case you've never done that, here's how it goes. Your mom drops you off at the airport and then drives away. And then a flight attendant who is psyched to, in addition to doing her weird job that's midway between being a cocktail waitress and a first responder, now also has to babysit a 5-year-old? And the very first thing they do is they give you a sticker. Says unaccompanied minor, just to make sure everybody at the airport knows you're there for the taking. Just like a little silver platter for pedophiles, like this one's alone, boys. This is Kurt, he's 5, he loves He-Man and sharks and keeping secrets. And I was like, there's no way they still do that. That was just something they did in the 80s. No, they still do it. I was recently in Montreal airport. I saw a little girl, she must have been 10 years old. She had the unaccompanied minor sticker on, but then she was also wearing a t-shirt, and I am assuming that her parents do not speak English because the t-shirt just said, white wine all the time. Which, combined with the unaccompanied minor sticker, not a good look for the parents.
My father did not speak at our wedding. That was as planned. My dad is 93 years old. God bless him. Yep, still going strong. But he was born in 1930. You know, he's got some old school attitudes about the way things are. Maybe not the best guy you want near a microphone at a public event, you know. I watched Gran Torino with my dad. It was like watching Mighty Joe Young with a gorilla. My dad was a bartender when I was a kid. Very serious man, unless he was drinking. And then he was hilarious. So I grew up with a dad who was really, really funny all the time. He would sing Christmas carols all year round, but use them to bitch. Oh, I make all the money and your mother spends it all. So I hope you want to be homeless because we're going to lose the house. Oh, your grandma's sick and she isn't going to make it and you better not cry because I don't like people's feelings. But he could be surprisingly progressive, but never for the right reason. This is a true story. I'm not clever enough to make this up. My cousin Lori is a lesbian. She came out when she was about 20, 21 years old. And my father was the only member from that generation of our family who didn't lose his shit that we had a gay person in the family. You know, an openly gay person. We all knew about Cousin Tony, but, you know. But Lori would, like, leave the house during the daytime. She had self-esteem. It threw everybody off their game. And my father was the only member from that generation of the family that stood up. I was like, what do you care? No, I'm serious. How does it bother you who Lori goes home to at the end of the goddamn day? Good for you. She can't find a guy. What if she has to kill a spider? Women can't kill spiders. It's in the Bible. Men and apparently lesbians will kill a spider as soon as look at her. Give the woman someone to kill a spider, will ya? But that's the family I grew up in, you know. I have 4 older brothers, okay? 3 of my older brothers, super fun, life of the party. One of my older brothers, kind of a hard ass, bit of a bully. When we were kids, he would beat us more than our parents. That's just wrong. Now, guess which one of my brothers became a cop? So I called him by accident. You ever call the wrong sibling? I was like, hello? I'm like, oh. Now I gotta think of something to say. So like, well, kids. He has kids, I have kids. We get that out of the way, 5 minutes. Hey man, what's going on? Just checking in, seeing how you doing, you know. Just got Nellie, that's my youngest daughter. Just got Nellie your last set of vaccinations, so she's all caught up. Yeah, we're not gonna be doing that around here. We're gonna keep our DNA intact. Now, my brother knows my daughter is adopted. I have 3 daughters. They're all from China because I'm terrified of my DNA. And I'm sorry, I don't understand how it can be in this day and age that an educated person can be against something as fundamentally beneficial as a vaccine. And then it hit me. You know why they're against it? Because other people are for it. The end. That's it. You just have to be for something, and they'll show up. It's all they have. It's what they do. Go online tomorrow morning and just quietly post, I like French toast. Check back in 20 minutes. French toast. Breakfast of the privileged. What else do you like for breakfast? Genocide? Where do you work? But his reasoning drives me crazy. I ain't getting vaccinated. I don't know how it works. Right. That's why we went out and got some people smarter than you. So we can have fun stuff like open heart surgery and airplanes. I don't know how zippers work. But every morning I put my faith in the science. Leave the house fairly certain I'm not going to be in line at the bank with my out. It all comes down to fear. It's just fear. I'm afraid I'm going to get sick, so I want everything you have. I want pills, I want shots, I want surgery, I want everything you can give me. But my brother, he's much smarter than I am. He's an independent thinker. He thinks what all the other independent thinkers think. That the government, the same people in charge of the post office and the DMV, are also behind a massive global genetic super conspiracy that I will believe when I can buy one stamp in under 45 minutes.
They got no choice. My parents left Iraq with nothing. They had nothing. And they came to this amazing country because they wanted to be free and they wanted to pursue their American dream. Yeah. And that dream was to open a liquor store. Let's go! That's the immigrant American dream. They escaped poverty and persecution so they can sell American people vapes. And alcohol and cigarettes. All things that can hurt them. Yeah, that ain't terrorism, they're paying for it. Oh. Our store was in the hood. That wasn't even the worst part. It was right across the street from a Rite Aid. Rite Aid's a huge convenience store. The thing that sucked about that is that people usually drive by my mom's store and go there because they got more items. Things are a little bit cheaper, right? And that's why I want to say this right now, Detroit. This is a working class town. It is. When y'all get the opportunity, remember to support these mom and pop businesses. Yeah. And listen, I get it. I know their beer is expired. And they're still selling Obama shirts. But we gotta support them, man. You know? My mom fought hard. She didn't want Rite Aid to win. So she had to carry extra items, even some items Rite Aid didn't have, so she can compete with them, right? Like you go to a normal store, they might have like beer, wine, chips, cigarettes, lotto. My mom's store, she had beer, wine, chips, cigarettes, lotto, shirts, shoes, speakers, baby formula, insurance, cell phones, pizza, ice cream, fireworks, crack pipes, my dad's jacket. You name it. We had everything. Customers would be hella confused. They'll be like, bro, where are the Doritos? I'm like, did you check behind the hot tubs? See, you in the wedding dress section. What you need to do.
A really strange thing happens to you when you become a father, which is that you just sort of drift into the background of your family and you become wallpaper. There's 4 members of my family, and I'm in 4th place. Growing up, my dad would always say, I'm the LVP of our family. And I'd say, no, you're not. You're just a fucking drama queen. But now that I'm a dad, I so get it. I so get it. My wife's happiness, my boy's happiness, it genuinely matters more to me than my own. As a father, your job is to pay for everything and shut the up about it. But it really dings your psyche to go from first place to last so quickly. It really messes with your head, and that's why all of our dads were so weird. Everyone in this room's dad was so weird. Growing up, my dad would get up every morning at 4 a.m. and take a bath. That's weird. That's really weird. But now that I'm a father, I've never understood anything so much in my entire life. I'm like, Dad, yes, get your bath time, dude. Because you know what never asked for a piece of bread with peanut butter on it, and then when you gave it to them, said that they didn't like peanut butter or bread? The sunrise never did that, and neither did that fucking bath. Here's my thing. Here's how I've changed. Now that I'm a father, I can't talk to waiters fast enough. I just want a dialogue with every waiter. I want to see and be seen by waiters. And I was never rude before, but it was perfunctory. I was just trying to get the food or whatever. But now, I just want to talk. That's how lonely I am. Like if I clean my plate, you know what I mean? Like I enjoyed the meal or whatever, and the waiter comes to retrieve it, I'm the guy now who's just like, guess I didn't like that at all. Like, what the happened to me? I used to be kind of cool. Here's my move. Here's my opening line with waiters. Here's what I do. I'll say, hey, what's good to eat here? Yeah, I put the ball on their court. Hey, what do you like to eat here? What a culinary trust fall that is. You know, it's a thrill ride. Because you have to eat whatever they suggest after asking them. What kind of maniac asks the waiter what's good to eat here and then summarily rejects whatever they say? Hey man, what's good to eat at this restaurant? What do you like? Oh my God, out of all the restaurants I've ever worked at, the chef does the best fish and chips I've ever had in my entire life. Oh really? I'll get the BLT, you idiot. We're landlocked, Kenny. What is the chef, a wizard with frozen cod? The out of here. But here's the thing, you don't even have to be at a sit-down restaurant to pull that move. You can pull it anywhere if you're lonely enough. The other day, I was at a Jimmy John's. I broke it out. At the kid working, I go, hey man, what's good at this Jimmy John's? Hey dude, what do you like at this Jimmy John's? He thought about it for a second, he was like, the chips. He couldn't think of a single sandwich he was willing to get behind. But he was all in on the chips, and everyone in this room knows he's right. Those chips are delicious. They're crunchy, they're not too greasy, there's a lot of them. One bag of Jimmy John's chips is almost enough to make you forget about that photo of the CEO shooting an elephant. Jimmy John's, where the secret ingredient is ivory. I'll do it again. Jimmy John's, where the secret ingredient is ivory. That's the teaser. That's the teaser. I could feel it. Chop it up. Send it to Netflix. They'll be like, no thanks. That desire to be seen and recognized as a father, I don't think it gets better with time. I think just the opposite. It only gets worse. Because I was recently at an ice cream shop with my son, and we walked in, and the only other customers in the shop were some grandparents who had a grandchild about my son's age, and the kid working the register. And they were in line in front of us, and the little boy in line in front of us had to go to the bathroom, and the grandmother took him to the bathroom, leaving the grandfather alone, and it was this dude's time to shine. And he looked to make sure that the door had shut. And we waited till it closed, and then he just leaned in, and he goes, You know, I used to work at an ice cream shop too. Yeah, Rhode Island, 1969. And the girl looked at him like, I'm 15 and don't understand what's happening right now. And he goes, let me ask you something. My grandson, he's gonna spill all down the front of his shirt and make a goddamn mess. You guys got a bib back there I could put on him, maybe try to salvage the situation a little bit? She's like, bibs? No, we don't have bibs. I could give you 100 and possibly thin napkins. And he was like, don't have any bibs. Don't have any bibs. Okay, all right. How about this? Do you have one of the necklaces with the two clips on either end that you could clip around a to-go cup and I could sort of rig around his neck like a horse with a feeding bag type scenario? And me and the girl looked at each other like, what f***ing ice cream shop did you work at? That these were ever options at all. And then the grandma came out and he was like, oh, gotta go. And he like ran back to the shadow that he exists in. And I so wish that grandma had not emerged in that moment so I could have seen how batshit this was about to get. It's like, you don't have the horse feeding bag thing either? Okay, all right. How about this? You got one of them mesh sacks you can put 5 to 7 to-go pints into and then string around your torso like a bandolier from the Spanish-American War? You don't have that either? Huh. All right, how about some sprinkles in the shape of various U.S. Navy ships? We'll just be on our way. No? Well, then just have the kid come out from the back, sing as Jeremiah was a bullfrog, and we'll go. I thought this was an ice cream shop. And that's when I realized there's no fucking way this guy ever worked at an ice cream shop. He's just a weird old man who wants to talk to anybody. I could follow this dude around for days, and he would pull the same sad grift everywhere he went. I could see him the next day at a coffee shop. He just leans in. He's like, I used to work at a coffee shop too. Yeah, New Hampshire, 77. And back then, they didn't call us fancy baristas neither. We were the Cup of Joe boys, and we didn't take any shit. And let me ask you a question. You still do the promotion where if the customer rips off their shirt and you pour a scalding hot pot of coffee on their chest and they don't cry out in pain, it's free? Because I accept! You know, I used to be an astronaut too. Yeah, International Space Station, 88. And let me tell you something, wasn't all kumbaya neither back then. If you saw a Ruski coming down the hallway, you ripped his helmet off and you shoved him out the exit hatch so his head would explode, because he'd do it to you if you had half the chance. January 6th. He's at the Capitol. You know, I tried to overthrow the government once too. Yeah, Oregon, 91. And back then we weren't taking selfies at Nancy Pelosi's desk. We were writing manifestos and we were blowing up post offices. Now let's hang Mike Pence. You guys call your grandpas. If you're not talking to them, Fox News is, and it's getting pretty weird. It's getting pretty weird.